We welcome you to this broadcast of girls varsity basketball at NKTelco Sports. We're at Jackson Center High School where the Versailles Tigers will take on the Jackson Center Tigers. My name is Jeff Henshin. Alongside me today is Jeremy Plyman. We hope to bring you these telecasts, and our sponsors include Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Allen Ball Insurance, and NKTelco Sports. Now, my name is Jeff Henshin. My partner today is Jeremy Plyman. I got things a little out of order there. My apologies to our producer.
You'll get it right by this evening's game.
You would think. Well, I hope so. I should have had it right there, but I jumped off script. My apologies. And speaking of ball games today, we have Battle of Tigers, and we have Versailles on the right side of the screen versus the Jackson Center Tigers on the left side. Both these teams have been playing some pretty good basketball. The Versailles Tigers hope to bounce back from a tough league loss against a very good Parkway team and get that momentum back.
Yeah, the Tigers have won 5 of their last 8. They started off, we talked about that during the JV game. They started off 0-4, but they've won 5 of their last 8, playing really well. Took a tough loss the other night against Parkway, who Parkway, up until the Lady Trojans for Botkins got them on Monday night, were undefeated and ranked number 1 in the new Martin RPI rating in Northwest Ohio. So, they're off to a really good, solid start. Got it going now. On the other hand, the Jackson Center Lady Tigers got a big one on Thursday night when they took down the Russia Raiders, who were probably one of the favorites in the league, in the Shelby County Athletic League, and they got them in a thriller here in a 1-point win on Thursday night.
And we had that game on NKTelco. I was here for it, and never seen a finish quite like that. And a bucket by Jackson Center, put them ahead by 1. Russia comes back, scores, goes ahead. A technical is called. Reichert hits both free throws. Tigers get the 1-point victory and a big win, and it happens. And
emotional roller coaster over here.
So we are about ready for the national anthem. So we'll take a short break here and come back with our starting lineups on NKTelco Sports.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to Jackson Center High School once again, as we will meet our starters, our Emerson Climate Technologies starting lineup sponsor. First Versailles Tiger out is number 5, Jenna Dirksen. Next is number 12, Lexi Megato. Number 15, Casey Leach. Freshman number 23, Katie Litton. And number 33, Allison Swartz. Versailles coached by Tracy White in her 4th season, assisted by Kyle Menchover, Morgan Huffman, and Ashley Liette. Number 4 for the Jackson Center Tigers, Grace Pranger, junior. Number 10, Presley Reese, 5'8", sophomore. Number 14, McKinley Reichert, a 5'9", sophomore. Number 20, Addie Biederman is a junior. And 44, Macy Cloughman, 5'11", junior. Head coach Tiffany Brown for the Tigers. And now we'll move on to our keys of the game for today, sponsored by Keyhole Pizza. First for the Versailles Tigers.
Coach Tracy White has 3 keys to this game: execute offensively, control the tempo, and rebound.
And for the Jackson Center Tigers,
play tough interior defense, rebounding, and composure on offense.
Thank you to Keyhole Pizza for sponsoring our plays to the game, and also, once again, to Emerson Climate Technologies for our starting lineup sponsors. We are getting ready here for the opening tip from Jackson Center. The Versailles will wear the black jerseys with orange lettering and numbering. Jackson Center will wear the all-whites with orange letters, numbers trimmed in black. And it's always a treat when the opening tip goes out of bounds, so it will be Versailles basketball, and Jackson Center will get the arrow for the next held ball possession.
Jackson in a man-to-man here.
Baseline move and shot taken by Dirksen, no good. Oh, tough play. Reichert did a cardinal sin. She saved the ball going out of bounds, threw it back into the hands of Versailles Tiger, number 12, Lexi Megato. So a turnover by the Tigers of Jackson Center and a bucket by Megato. Versailles on top by 2. Klovenstein, long three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound, Reichert. Klovenstein blocked. I believe there's a clean block there by, Allison Swartz.
Kloppenstein coming out very aggressive there. Had the deep 3 and then great offensive rebound by Reichert. Got it back to Kloppenstein. She just couldn't finish on the block.
Had that shot where she had to put it back in the window where Swartz was at to basically get the only opportunity to block it. And Swartz did a nice job preventing or not fouling, but getting a good block against Kloppenstein. This is Swartz up top on the elbow now, looking for a cutter. Jenna Dirksen, double team, knocked away Presley Reese. The deflection and the steal. Reese will lose the handle and is fouled, so she will be rewarded there. Kind of lost her balance, got the bump, and picks up the foul against Versailles.
I'll call that on the floor before the shot here.
And that goes against Katie Litton, her first. Reese, her pass deflected, but into the hands of Klovenstein. Biederman swings over to Pranger, and Pranger will back it up and reset the Tiger offense. We played just over a minute and a half, 2-0 the score in favor of Versailles. Biederman is left-handed. She'll go opposite the pick. Nice pass.
Nice pass, good cut.
Bucket by Klovenstein, assist Biederman.
Biederman was going baseline, and she got cut off, and Kloppenstein took the backdoor cut, that little 45-degree angle on the same side, and found herself slid right behind, and great pass and great cut.
Good job by Klovenstein. Again, moving without the basketball. So many good things happen if you move without the basketball. Katie Litton, just a freshman. Her brother playing today at Edison State, Jaden Litton. So dad's there and mom's here watching their kids play, and this is Katie right here, number 23. Dirksen kicks it out, going to the bucket. Nice move and nice shot, Lexi Megato. Boy, that was not a lot of room there, Jeremy. She kind of pinballed it in off the glass.
Slid through, used Swartz at the high post there, and kind of used her as a screen coming off the ball there.
Going at the glass for the bucket, Grace Pranger. And she is attacked. We saw the Tigers in the JV game. The guards go really aggressive to the hoop at times. and they picked up a number of fouls against Versailles. Did not shoot the free throw very well to capitalize on it, so it didn't work on the scoreboard, but they did get some efforts from the free throw line as that shot is short by Prenger. Foul went against Versailles, number 33, Allison Swartz, her first, team second. And the second is good by Prenger. 4-3 in favor of Versailles. I had my head down, so it goes off of, I missed what happened. It was deflected and out of bounds off of Versailles, so turnover for Versailles.
Versailles on that out-of-bounds play on a made pass, they wanted to advance it up the sideline real quickly, almost like a little bit of a delayed break. They tried to get Swartz on the block, cutting there as the guards went flying down the floor, just couldn't be handled on the other end.
Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Jackson Center. Jackson Center coached by Tiffany Brown in her first season here at Jackson Center. Versailles coached by Tracy White in her fourth season at Versailles.
Versailles in a 2-3 zone right now. Now they're going to look to the block to Kloppenstein, left-handed.
Nice move, but the right-hander couldn't get the left-handed shot to drop. Rebounded by Dirksen. Inside it goes to Swartz. He will turn and muscle it up. Backside rebound is recovered by Jenna Dirksen. Offensive second chance opportunity capitalized by Versailles. When we talked about both coaches, I believe you mentioned in our Whole Pizza Keys of the Game rep, talked about rebounding.
And right now, both of them probably are going to rehash that at the next timeout of, hey, we need to rebound better defensively.
Too many people collapsed on Swartz and no one there to check out for Dirksen, and she was able to get it and score. Top down, nice ball movement, open three-point shot by Prenger, no good. And Lexi Megato with the rebound, but pretty good ball movement for Jackson Center. They get a good shot, just didn't score it. Katie Litton will fake the handoff. Nice move. She is fouled. Boy, you thought she was going to hand it off, the old kind of nonchalant ball exchange, but she went from one gear to the other. And whether you're at 1 mile per hour and you go to 5, or whether you're at 5 and you go to 10, it's change of pace, and that's what rock and rolled and worked for Katie Litton.
A lot of times that puts the defender in a very bad position when you do that. A lot of that change of pace as you see those kids go to that hesitation move as Katie Linton knocks down that free throw. You know, that's the one thing that a lot of those kids are working on nowadays is that little hezi that they call it, and it makes the defense freeze. And then once they do, they hammer down and go to the hole.
Litton, 76% free throw shooter on the season, gets 2 for 2. So she contributes there on that nice, simple change of pace. Picks up the foul. Nice diagonal pass. That breaks, I think that long diagonal pass, if it's crisp, is the best zone press breaker you can find.
And if it's a good one and you get it a little bit deeper, you're going to get a run out and you got a 2-on-1 break on the other side there.
You flip the court. Again, you can pass the ball faster than the defense can recover. Right now, Prenger in trouble. Nearly gets, nope, she won't. Katie Litton records, basically forces a turnover there with her tight defense. And I thought it was getting close, and there's a whistle and a 30-second timeout called for by Jackson Center.
You got to believe Coach, I'm going to call her Coach Newman, former student of mine. You know, you've got to believe Coach Brown down here is going to have a discussion. One person we have not even said her name yet, McKinley Reichert.
Agree.
You know, at some point in time, they got to get her involved in this ball game offensively. We're 4.5 in. She's got the one offensive rebound, but other than that, she has been uninvolved on the offensive end, and they got to get her involved. She is their leading scorer coming into the game. You know, she is kind of the catalyst for them, and right now they're down 8-3, and she's probably the one they want to get involved.
Welcome back from the precision strip timeout, and or not welcome back, but that precision strip timeout gave us a chance to kind of talk about what I was thinking. The same thing is, where's 14 at? Let's get her a touch on offense, and but right now they're going to have to wait as Katie Litton with the basketball force that timeout or force that turnover with her good defense. Versailles on top, 8-3. Dirksen being guarded by Reichert. Dirksen for 3, no good, off the mark. Battle for the board, held ball. It'll become a Jackson Center rebound on the alternating possession.
Again, right there, you know, Coach Brown talked about it. She wanted to do better rebounding, and even though they get the ball in the possession, that the ball hit the ground on the rebound, and they just still couldn't pick it up. Cross court from Dirksen. Or from Reichert.
Yeah, that diagonal pass, if you can chuck it and with some crisp, that's the best way to break down the double team, those traps, because it seems like a lot of teams will thrive on that because no one can get the ball distributed quick enough.
Well, and you're making the defense rotate real hard, real fast.
Yeah, and offensively, if you can move in the right spot, you can really take advantage of it and get some what would turn out to be some
good
great
slip
looks.
Screen.
Yep. Boy, they had some nice. Those two have worked very nicely today, Kluffenstein and Biederman. That's Biederman's second assist. Both of them are going to Macy Kluffenstein, and she brings Jackson Center back to within 3, 8-5.
She came up like she was going to set that screen, and Kloppenstein took one, or excuse me, Biederman took one dribble like she was going to accept it, and then Kloppenstein just went back door. It's a little slip screen, and as Linton gets in the lane and goes to the hole.
Linton, I mentioned, a 76% free throw shooter. Also scores the ball very nicely as just, again, a freshman.
Off to a great start today. She's got 4 points already and playing really well defensively out top.
And she averages just under 7 points a game. Reichert, her first touch shot is short, rebounded by Litton. Litton will bring it up for hesitation, and she goes to the glass. Reese to defend, but an offensive board was Wagner, and she misses the attempt. So a couple looks there for the Tigers of Versailles. 2-point shot. Biederman, a long two-pointer. She just had her toes on the line. But back-to-back baskets now for Jackson Center.
And you can kind of tell that the zone defense from Versailles is giving Jackson a little bit of an issue because you get the feel they want to play a little bit more up-tempo than they are right now. And the zone defense is kind of slowing them down and making them go real half-court.
In for Versailles, number 13, Grace Osborne, 5'6" sophomore. I think she's the only non-starter to return. Wagner came in, Taylor Wagner came in earlier. She's number 25. Three-pointer, Presley Reese off the mark, backside rebound. Reichert all alone, able to corral it. Reese will try from the same spot. That one a little bit closer, right on the money, just a bit long. So 2 3-point looks for the Tigers. They come up empty. Swartz gets it, being triple teamed, and she will be fouled. Yes, I think it'll be Grace Pranger. She just lost verticality, and when the arms go down, more times than not, it's going to be a foul, and it is on Pranger, her first. Tigers of Versailles get it knocked away. Turnover. Biederman with the tip. Presley Reese with the steal. Biederman left-handed.
Great decision there. Great decision by Reese. Didn't give it up too early. Took one more dribble, made the girl come defend her, and then dropped it off to Biederman.
Good advantage for Jackson Center. Presley Reese is right-handed. She was on the right side. Biederman is left-handed. She's on the left side, and it was 2-on-1. But you made it right. Good point. Presley Reese waited, brought the defense up, and then bounce pass, and Biederman made a nice finish. Litton into contact, and she's going to pick up the second foul against Kluffenstein. Again, the offensive player, in this case Litton, just beating Kluffenstein to that spot. There was contact, and she didn't stop. Those offensive players have to realize when you're moving and have the advantage, that collision is going to go against the defense.
Yep. She did a nice job giving a little bit of a pump fake when she came off the curl screen there, and then she just put her head down and went right back at where she was coming from. The defender had went underneath the screen, and she went back the other way, and again, got, like you said, got the bump and the foul.
5 points already here for the 5'6" freshman. Make it 6. So a nice start for Katie Litton. She has her team up by 3 now, 12-9. Final 5 seconds of 3. 2 is going to be not able to get a shot off, and that is how the first quarter will end here. Good one so far. Versailles on top of Jackson Center, 12-9. You're watching girls varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. Carriage Works has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for Carriage Works. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Welcome back to Jackson Center. My name is Jeff Henshin. Alongside me today is Jeremy Blyman, and we've had a good ball game so far, Jeremy. Versailles on top 12-9. We've seen some very good play for both teams.
Yeah, especially out for the Versailles Tigers, who are up 12-9 here. Young freshman Katie Linton has really done a nice job of getting to the hole, causing some action there. She's got 6 points on the quarter and the turnover there. So we'll head back out here. The Versailles will have the ball to start the quarter.
Jackson Center, to their credit, came on strong in the latter half of that first quarter. They only had 3 points over halfway through the quarter and then finished the final 3:26, able to get 6 more points. So their offense came alive. We've not seen any offense from Reichert yet. For the most part, it's been Biederman and Klopfenstein.
Reichert only took 1 shot that quarter, as the Lady Tigers, Jackson Center Tigers, were 4 for 11 from the field. On the other hand, Versailles was 4 for 9 from the field, and they have 4 turnovers already in the game on that miss.
There's a drive to the basket by number 25. Wagner's missed, and you mentioned the rebound for the Tigers. I have Wagner down now. She did not start today. She's a 6'1 sophomore, but she's their leading scorer. We're averaging just under 10 points a game. So nice to have her come off the bench, you know, as a freshman, maybe take some of the pressure off as there's collision near the half court. And again, it's that aggressive defense. Sometimes there's not enough space for both people to be in there, and the defense in this case, foul goes against Lexi Megato, her first.
The other week when Botkins was over at Versailles, Wagner had 18 against them and caused them all kinds of fits. I think she had 12 in the first half.
Well, Wagner's a sophomore. I think maybe I called her a freshman. She's a sophomore. Litton is the freshman, so they're got some young players to go along. A nice drive by Biederman and shot missed into the ball game. Kendall Reese, a couple looks there for the Tigers, unable to convert, but nice looks that time. Quickly they go to work, and the basket and the foul. We just talked about Taylor Wagner. She kind of was nothing fast there, but methodically turned and able to score the basket and pick up a foul against McKinley Reichert.
She went to that little cradle move to get through some traffic there, and then got it up over the top and laid it up on the rim real nice and soft. Dropped it in.
71% free throw shooter. That one off back iron. Presley Reese with the rebound for Jackson Center up the court. Kendall Reese, 2-point shot, no good. Reichert offensive board, and she's going to be fouled. So Reichert has been somewhat quiet in the scoring column, but has picked up some rebounds here as of late. That one's going to give her team another opportunity as they pick up a foul against Versailles. Number 15, Cassie Leach.
Another offensive rebound for the Jackson Center.
And a basket by Addie Biederman. So they capitalize, get some second chance points. And more importantly, climb back now to within 3. They answer the Taylor Wagner basket with a bucket from Biederman. Biederman now with 6 points and a couple assists for Jackson Center. That one goes off the ankle of Dirksen, but recovered by her teammate. Handoff up top is perimeter offense for Versailles. You always have to be careful of that, quote, fake handoff and drive to the basket. We saw Litton do that in the first quarter. She's not on the court right now.
Jackson very solid defensively.
2-pointer.
Flare cut.
Shot taken by Grace Osborne, no good, and a beautiful, again, was that another rebound for Reichert, it looks like, and she's going to get the board and also pick up the 5th team foul against Versailles. And that's on number 33, Allison Swartz. She now has 2 fouls.
You know, we often see it out of a player like a McKinley Reichert. She kind of does everything. She'll shoot outside. She'll play on the block. She, you know, right now she's being asked to defend the Wagner, I believe. You know, she's one of them offensively, like, hey, I'll get going. I'm just trying to stay within the game here. She's grabbing multiple rebounds offensively and defensively. Eventually, those kind of players get going.
Biederman has the ball taken away. Turnover, Jackson Center, Versailles. This is Litton back into the ball game as the pace picks up when she has it. And correct, a little bit too much. Had the right idea, just got the mind ahead of the feet. That's my problem now. I can think the game a lot faster. I just can't move.
That was my game. That was my problem when I used to play, Jeff.
Oh,
not even now.
That's why we're both doing what we do now, right?
Yeah, I'm probably better up here than down there.
Well, a chance here for Jackson Center. They've trailed for most of the game. And they're going to cut. Tough break by Reese. She wishes she had that one back. And she can score from her left hand. I've seen her do it this year. That one just left short, and that would have cut it, I was going to say, to 1 for the most part. That's been the spread. It seems like Jackson Center has not been able to get to within under 3 for some time. Nice pass, no backside help. And Wagner will put the lead back up to 5. Her 4th point on a nice pass. I think it was from Litton.
Yes, top. It was. She delivered it in a nice spot there. And we kind of look at this game a little bit. Jackson seems a little bit flat. We talked about that big emotional win on Thursday. And now you come back on Saturday here. Probably not as many people in the crowd, not as much, you know. And we've noticed a couple of their shots be a little short, you know, a little delayed behind people. And you wonder how much that's kind of coming into play here on a Saturday morning. You know, a lot of these girls probably at that high emotional game from the boys' game last night. You know, are they just kind of a little bit trying to get into this?
And they're playing a very good Versailles team.
Yes, they are.
You know, it's like everything's been hard work. Riker, tough shot, and boy, they've missed a couple of them. How many shots have nearly dropped, and they come up empty in that possession?
Wagner with great defense just went straight up. The young lady's really long, really athletic.
This is Stammen. I've
trying to find her on the block again.
And speaking of Heidi Stammen, this is Heidi Stammen. The other Stamen is Sarah that will play maybe later. That's number 10. I'll try to help you out as we go along. So Heidi 30 is Stammen.
Jackson Center got a little lucky there. A nice little cut there. Versailles, there's somebody, they went to switch and one person didn't switch and they both stayed with Wagner on the outside and it left Dirksen open underneath and it was a kick ball.
3-pointer by Litton. No good. Offensive rebound and basket. Talked about rebounding. That has helped Versailles' Jenna Dirksen with a second chance bucket. She now has 4 points in the game. A 7-point lead now for Versailles. And boy, you look at Tigers of Jackson Center. They've missed a couple looks on the inside. That one, though, Addie Biederman, a 3-point basket. 9 points in the game for the junior. No seniors on the Jackson Center roster. And that was a big basket. Like I said, so many nice looks the Tigers of Jackson Center have had, but when you don't score it, I won't say it doesn't matter, but it doesn't change the score, and that 3-pointer definitely helps. Heidi Stammen with a shot no good. And on the ground, there's a held ball, and it will be possession. So give the rebound to the Tigers of Jackson Center. Lexi Megato back in for Coach White's ball club. Coach White in her 4th season.
The last couple possessions down, they've been almost face guarding Reichert. And it's left a lot of the middle open. Now they've put her at the high post, and they're going to let her do some screening, which is a good decision right there. A lot of times when you're being face guarded.
Well, pressure put on Prenger right now. She's able to get rid of it over to Reese, now to Biederman. And there is a foul at the 2:02 mark. Jump ball. I was getting ready to think there was a foul. I thought so too. And I'm saying at the end there wasn't Taya, but I thought before that there was definitely some contact. So tough break turnover for the Jackson Center Tigers. We go under 2 minutes to play in the half. A 4-point Versailles lead. Wagner.
I thought she was getting grabbed when she put the ball on the floor. I'm not saying it was during the shot. I thought it was before, and that's a double dribble.
Oh, that's probably why it looked so nice. I was kind of watching. That's a good head and shoulder fake. You just can't I guess I didn't see her pick the ball up. If her hand goes under it, or did she grab it with both?
She grabbed it with both.
Well,
I think she was looking that she was going to have the shot there, and then the one Jackson girl she came out and hedged the screen, and then it wasn't there.
Bring it down. Well, yeah, that's illegal. So they try to lob it into Reichert. Pretty good backside defense by number 15, Cassie Leach, coming over to help. That was a high arcing pass. You talked about lobbing it in there, but that height really gave Leach, in this case, time to come over and knock it out of bounds. Kendall Reese, her shot, and she is fouled. So Kendall Reese did not play in the first quarter, going to have a chance here to score from the foul line. A sophomore, and really the Jackson Center Tigers' only support player for the varsity level is Kendall Reese. They play about 6. Nice looking free throw. Bottom of the net is good. Good rotation. Nice backspin. In for Versailles, number 13. Grace Osborne, 5'6" sophomore, back into the Versailles lineup. Kendall Reese, 2 for 2. Boys are good-looking shots. I like watching the rotation.
Yeah.
That usually tells you how it's coming out of the hand. Wagner, good ball movement, open three-pointer. Dirksen, no good. Rebound by Reichert. Well, the turnover, both her and Prenger went for it, and they unfortunately caused each other to lose the balance, so the rebound becomes a turnover. Magato will inbounds and get a quick look into Dirksen, no good. And this time Reichert able to corral and bring the ball down to court. See if she can do some damage, and does a nice job. She's going to get some free throws. What better way when you struggle offensively? She's done a lot of other things right.
Right.
But now she's going to get a chance to hit some free throws, get in that scoring column. I mean, scoring is important. She's done all the other things right. She had a couple big free throws Thursday night with 0.6 seconds on the clock. She went to the right side of your screen and made 2 free throws with nobody on the court to give her team a 1-point lead and the victory over Rushi.
And the biggest thing is, Jeff, like you said, she's done so many things right so far this quarter. But the biggest thing that's great for Coach Brown's team here is, and for McKinley, just see the ball go through the hole.
True, and you're only down by 1.
Yeah, and you're down by 1, and now you're tied.
And your leading scorers,
got 2
a lot
points.
of times you hate to think about scoring, but in the end, you've got to do some scoring. And they look for her for that, whether it's right or wrong. They want her to score.
Everybody has a role on the team, and some people are like, well, all they think about is scoring. Well, sometimes that's their role.
Yep.
Score the basketball.
But she is, like you said earlier, she's all around. She can handle the ball. She plays good defense. Usually she's assigned to the other team's perimeter or post player. I think she battled Sherman or pulling, I think it was Thursday night. And does a lot of the dirty work, the hard work inside. Nice move, drive by Litton. That's shooting on the fly. She had 6 in the first quarter. Those are her first points of the second quarter. I think her first shot maybe.
Yeah, first shot. Well, she had to, I believe she took the 3 earlier that she missed. But she's played really well this half. Coach White has to be real happy with that. There's a turnover.
She forced that turnover. She won't get credit for the steal, but on a drive, Osborne missed the shot, but again, offensive rebound for the Versailles, and going to the free throw line will be Taylor Wagner. She missed her first opportunity to try to complete a 3-point play earlier in the second quarter. She will have 2 shots now with 21 seconds to play. Misses that.
Did not start today, as you talked, Jeff, but has come off the bench and really been a nice little addition here in the second quarter between her and Katie Linton.
Yeah, you got a freshman and a sophomore kind of leading the scoring. She misses both free throws. Nice board by Kendall Reese. Now Biederman with it. Final 15 seconds of the half. A chance here. The Tigers, Jackson Center, could tie or potentially take the lead with a 3-pointer. Reese has got to be quick here, down to 5. She'll spin. She can do this. Teardrop, and is fouled. She's a 5'8" point guard and has the ability to go to the basket. Picking up the personal foul is number 12, Lexi Megato, her second.
With Reichert being face guarded in that situation, Reese tried to get it to her and wanted to go to her, but then when they were face guarding her, just kind of put it on the ground, spun, and went to the hole.
That one in and out, no good. In for the Versailles Tigers is Jenna Dirksen with 1.3 seconds remaining in the half. 20-18 in favor of Versailles. Presley Reese misses both. Rebounded, and that will be the first half buzzer here at Jackson Center. A good ball game on a Saturday afternoon. Versailles leads Jackson Center 20-18. We'll take a break and come back with second half action here on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here.
Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back to Jackson Center. Jeff Henschel alongside me today is Jeremy Plyman. We have a good ball game here, 20-18 in favor of Versailles. With our first half stats, here is Mr. Plyman.
In the so far for the first half, leading the rebounding edge would be the Jackson Center Tigers as they have 11, and Versailles has 8. Versailles was 8 for 19 from the field in the first half compared to Jackson Center's 6 from 19. Jackson hit 1 3-pointer out of the 5 they shot. Versailles was 0 for 3. Versailles was 4 for 7 from the free throw line, and Jackson Center was 5 for 8 from the free throw line. So the score is indicative of how close everything was there. Probably the biggest difference is Versailles was 6 turnovers compared to Jackson Center's 3.
Yep, there's not much separation, but three-pointer by Biederman, no good. Presley Reese, good athleticism running that ball down, and it fell into no man's land, and Presley able to run it down and secure another option here. Another attempt in this possession. I don't know if I'm trying to think back. Who scored first? Did Jackson Center ever lead this game?
I do not believe so. I think Versailles was up 5-0 at one point in time.
So it's a 2-point lead now. Versailles had opened it up to 7. Reese will be fouled, and the lengthy 5'8" sophomore will go to the foul line. She's 0 for 2. Missed those 2 free throws late in the second quarter, I think just before the buzzer, actually. So she will make her second attempt here. Somewhat back-to-back game time. See if she can connect on these free throws here and draw her team even. First is good. And the third foul against number 15, Cassie Leach. And she will sit down with the 3 personal fouls. This to tie the game, and if it does, we're going to say, does not. So rebounding the basketball, Jenna Dirksen. Litton, who had a nice first quarter with 8 points, bounces down into Wagner.
Who had a real good second quarter.
First quarter. Litton did,
but Wagner had a real nice second quarter.
2-pointer. 2-pointer for number 13, Grace Osborne. Her first points of the game. Jackson Center looking to now facing a 3-point deficit. Nice pull-up jumper. Boy, did she alter the ball in the air when she shot that? Or was
Sure looked like it.
It looked like she almost had a hand in her face and kind of moved it over. But, boy, squared up jumper, high release. 4th point for number 14, McKinley Reichert, her first field goal of the game.
Both possessions Jackson Center had, McKinley Reichert, they were going to her and making sure she got touches. She was the catalyst. She, on the first shot, she got the ball and passed it out to Biederman for the 3, and then that time they just posted her up on the block and tried to get her the ball there.
Litton, a very crafty. She handles the ball so well. I think that's what helps her really excel. She's quick on her feet, and I was just watching her cut through. She's using her hands to signal people where to go, so she's directing traffic as well, and hands are always ready to catch the ball. This is her now backing her way down, and will reset. Versailles do a nice job against the Jackson Center defense, but will be whistled for the foul. I was going to say they haven't forced anything. They were kind of forcing Jackson Center to work, but in the end, the turnover will benefit the Jackson Center defense that possession.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Versailles very patient offensively, trying to get it to Wagner, it looks like, on the block. And as they were working around, and now they're coming with the trap out of the 2-3.
Boy, I always say that, Presley Reese missed the shot. I thought they were going to call a foul, but instead it's a held ball possession. So many times after a missed shot, you hear a quick whistle. It's usually the person that missed a shot committing a foul because they're somewhat upset, obviously, but that time it's just a held ball possession. So Presley Reese will not pick up a foul, but she unable to put her team on top.
Pick and roll.
Litton for 3. Front iron, no good. And, boy, Reichert had a nice box out against Wagner. But it still ends up with Jackson Center. Illegal screen against. So now Presley Reese will pick up her first foul. So Litton will wait the inbounds pass and bring it up and run the Versailles offense. Man-to-man defense for the Jackson Center Tigers. Nice move to the basket. Good score. Grace Osborne, back-to-back buckets for her in the quarter. And she took advantage of an overplayed steal attempt and muscled her way through some Tigers Jackson Center defense for the basket.
Biederman overplayed, gambled, and lost on that situation.
Yeah, well said. There's a nice backdoor cut and a foul, so this will put Presley Reese on the foul line. Coach White for Versailles was hoping for a charge. Instead, it'll count the shot as an attempt. It's after. So they call the foul.
Before the shot?
After the, I thought it was going to be a shooting foul, but nonetheless, out of bounds. Reichert's shot was short as she kind of fell backwards. Good defense by Versailles, making that a difficult look. Katie Litton, baseline, will be whistled for stepping on the out of bounds line before she got rid of the basketball.
It's a second turnover for the quarter already.
Reichert being guarded by Dirksen. Up top it goes to Kluffenstein.
Biederman wants it all in the block. Yep. She's got a mismatch with a young freshman on her.
Pranger to Reichert. Baseline move. Reverse layup. Nice move and a foul. And it's odd. I've had two girls go through the program, and I tried to say, do a reverse layup, show them what it is. And they almost giggle like, well, why would we do that? It says, because people don't know how to guard it at this level. It's not a quote trick shot. It's a good shot. It's just a layup where you spin backwards, and Reichert did just that, getting the basket, the free throw, and a foul against Versailles number 13, Grace Osborne. So
brings her to 7 in the game and 5 in the quarter. So it's pretty obvious what the discussion was at halftime. We need to get her the basketball.
Tie game, and you talked earlier in the half about how she hadn't scored, but yet had been doing so many things and still kind of just waiting for her that moment where she would become part of the offense, and she's taken full advantage of it here. Long way to go, though, quarter and a half to play. But for the Tigers of Jackson Center, good to see their leading scorer getting on track. are in the scoring column.
You notice out of both of them, her and Biederman, this quarter have been very vocal about getting the basketball to them. You know, Biederman had Litton on the block bat down there earlier, had a mismatch situation, and was screaming for the basketball. You know, both of them, you can tell a little bit, want to get this offense going, and they're their two leading scorers, and they're going to run this offense through them.
You can tell the people that want to initiate change as far as getting the offense running through them, as that held ball actually creates a turnover against Versailles. So the Tigers of Jackson Center will take a timeout. Coach Tiffany Brown will take one with 3:15 to play, third quarter. Precision strip timeout, a full timeout, I believe it is.
30.
Nope, 30. So a precision strip, full timeout, and that'll give Jeremy a chance to read down our additional sponsors.
Our additional sponsors for today for this broadcast to you on this Saturday morning: Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LCC, Cy Sweeterman Inc., Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hulsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Securecom, and St. Henry Bank.
Thank you for those additional sponsors that are allowing us to do this. And Jackson Center coming in with a record of 8-5 overall, 4-3 in Shelby County Athletic League action. Got a big win, we said the other night, against Russia, and they haven't lost a game for a while. The last loss was to Minster here at home in overtime, so they've really put together some good effort and have their hands full today to try to keep that winning streak alive against a very good Versailles team that's trying to, you know, record-wise maybe not look so well, but you said they've won 5 games out of their last 6 or 7, so they've put together a nice string of wins as well.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, we got for Jackson Center, Coach Brown, you know, this is her first year in the program here, taking over the program, so there's a little bit of a feeling out process on both ends. Not only for that, she does have a young team, like you said, no seniors, a lot of there are 2 main players in Biederman and Reichert, both sophomores. You know, it's a feeling out process here a little bit also, and they're really making a move here late in the season here. We say late in the season, it's getting to that point in time, Jeff.
Yeah, we're over halfway for the girls as 22 games scheduled, and this is game now 14. So they're
about 2 to 3 weeks away from tournament draw, probably. You know, for some of these teams, Wagner up top there.
Nice look from the 6'1" sophomore. She now has 6 points in the game, and that puts Versailles back up by 2. So again, Jackson Center has not led today. They recently just tied it. This would lead it for them as a 3-point attempt by Reichert. Good rebound by Biederman. Left-hander gets it to drop. Second chance points for Jackson Center. They haven't had many, but that gives Biederman 11 in the game now, and a nice effort by her, the junior there, keeping her team on pace. And
a
player,
little screen.
Yep.
On the other end here, Versailles has a little bit of an issue because they've got a matchup issue with Biederman out front often. They're matched up. She's matched up with Katie Litton on her, and right now Biederman keeps taking her to the block, and that's given a little bit of an issue. Now we see that Versailles is going to go back to that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, here it's pretty evident, at least from the formation, a 2-3, 2 up top, 3 on the bottom. Tie game. Again, an opportunity again here for the Tigers of Jackson Center to take the lead. Zones can be very effective if you don't move to the right spot offensively, if I said that correctly. So it's important, girls without the basketball, to make themselves available. Reese in trouble.
A lot of times you get caught just standing.
Yeah, exactly. You got to find yourself turnover Jackson Center. So they missed the opportunity to take the lead. Wagner all the way around the circle, misses it. Reichert with the rebound. Reichert behind the back, between the legs, and spin dribble. So a ball handler, yes she is, and we'll hand off to Presley Reese, her classmate. They're both sophomores.
Now Versailles back in the man-to-man after the turnover.
And a blocking foul against Litton, maybe, I think it is. 23. It is against Katie Litton, her second foul. She currently has 8 points in the game.
Screen to screener here. Ooh.
Up top, it goes open look for 3. Biederman, no good. Reese. Now, I thought, okay, did you see that?
I don't think that's an over the back
I don't
call.
either. Litton was kind of bent over, and And over the back is not, you can go over the back, you just can't go on the back. And Presley Reese just reached up and grabbed it. Tough call there. You know, it looks bad, but if Litton would have jumped, maybe, but she didn't jump. She was kind of bent over, quote, boxing out. And Reese, I don't know. It is what it is. Tough call. Third foul, though, against Reese.
Now, we are also the ones who, you have daughters who are almost 6 foot tall, and I have boys that are 6'6". I never believe they go over the back either. So ours are the ones getting called for that stuff, Jeff. That's why we'll complain about that call.
I will tell them, instead of stand like that, turn sideways and then lean sideways with your arms so it doesn't look like you're over the back.
Yep.
But there's ways to kind of disguise or sell the calls. And anyhow, 3-point shot. Dirksen, big shot for Versailles. They have a 3-point lead. The final 6 seconds. I didn't realize we're this close to the end of the quarter. Reese will get it to Riker. Left-handed shot. If that would have gone in, I would have made her the player of the day right there. That is a third quarter buzzer. A 3-point Versailles lead, 29-26. We'll take a break and we will come back with the final fourth quarter here on NKTelco Sports.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Jackson Center. As we get ready for the fourth quarter, the Versailles Tigers outscored Jackson Center 9-8 in the third quarter, Jeremy.
Yeah, on a very quick quarter. We talked about there late. We didn't realize we were that quick into the quarter there, but it's a very quick quarter. Jackson Center 3 for 9 from the field. Versailles 4 for 6. The difference, 4 turnovers by Versailles in that quarter.
Well, they actually grow the lead by 1 point, so they'll go to work here against a man-to-man Tiger Jackson Center defense.
Trying to get it to Wagner on the block now. Been very effective down there.
Riker defending Dirksen. That one off of the hands of Wagner. So good defense there by Jackson Center. They will have a possession now to climb back to a 3-point deficit.
Jeff, we talk about Jackson Center not having any seniors and being a very fairly young team. Versailles isn't much different. They only have 1 senior on their team, in the Lexi Magato.
Yeah, it seems almost more times than not to have a senior-laden team is almost the exception, unfortunately. But, these two teams are going through that, and young teams, so many of these players will square off again next year against each other. But that basket there by Addie Biederman puts her team back to within 1. Wagner misses. Loose ball. Boy, Wagner goes at it, and there when she rolled over, should be a travel. They'll call a timeout. Oh, here this is going to be one of those bang-bang calls because evidently they'll call a timeout before she rolled over. So we'll take a precision strip timeout with 6:50 to go in the fourth quarter. You're watching girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it Caring Without Limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to Jackson Center. Jeff Henson alongside me today. This afternoon is Jeremy Plyman. 29-28 in favor of Versailles. They avoid the turnover, get a timeout. Inbounds pass goes to Dirksen. She works against maybe a shorter Pringer in defense for Jackson Center and picks up the foul against Pringer. Don't know if that was kind of talked about as a go-to point, as utilizing Dirksen at 5'9" over a shorter Grace Pringer.
Seems like they put Dirksen has been very much of a focal point here, coming out quickly in the fourth quarter of getting her the ball. She only took one shot in the third quarter where she was very efficient.
But she made it.
Yeah, she made it.
3-pointer.
But in the first half, she had taken 6 shots, and they were running some offense through her, and it looked like, Coach White made a decision here in the fourth quarter. We need to try to get her more involved.
That one just too long and too much telegraph. Grace Pringer, though, be careful about saving it under your enemy's basket. And, boy, wild possession. Biederman is going to come up with it. A lot of activity going on there. It kind of all started with Versailles slapping the press on. And talk about passing diagonal. That was more of a horizontal, high arcing. You got to be able to snap it. And,
you got to get it down the floor, make it force that way. It looks like a diamond in one that Versailles is in.
Agree.
Here.
Yep.
They're going to press they're going to trap in the corner.
So the foul was on number 23, Katie Litton, her third, team 6th. So Reese, nice bounce pass, good snap, good movement, nice.
Great
Klovenstein maybe got held behind the defense. That made the pass a little awkward. They avoid the turnover. I thought Pringer nearly drug her foot, but that's how you break the press. Look how easy they made that. Boy, Litton's going to get another 5-second call maybe with her defense. She almost had Presley Reese caught for the violation, but instead knocks it out of bounds.
Potential for a little double-edged sword there with Litton being so aggressive defensively. She's been a little bit of the catalyst for you offensively throughout the day. With 3 fouls and 6 minutes to go in the game, picking up a 4th one here would not be a good situation for the Versailles Tigers.
Biederman gets it. Tough shot for the left-hander, trying to square up, cannot, finds Klovenstein. Macy will throw it up to Grace Pringer, the junior guard, now being defended by Litton. And there Litton kind of runs through Klovenstein's screen. Left-handed shot from the left-hander, it makes sense. Biederman, no good, rebounded by Versailles.
Early in the game, Jackson Center was going to Kloppenstein a lot in the first quarter. She had 5 shots, and she was 2 for 5 in close. She hasn't taken a shot since the first quarter.
Under 5.5 minutes to play. Remains a 2-point Versailles lead. They have led wire to wire. Jackson Center has tied it up here a couple times.
Cut.
Nice. Oh, good defense by Biederman. Again, the pass nearly taken away, but when Biederman threw her pass, she put her hands on her head like, oh no, I threw it away. But she got the steal because, again, I don't know why players don't fake high, throw low. So many times the hands are up in the air, and Versailles had an open player but couldn't get it to her. So another chance here for Versailles. Good defense. Nice steal by Jenna Dirksen. Block shot by Reichert. It will stay with Versailles, but Dirksen, nice play, and she's down on the floor. Hopefully she can bounce up. She got it away, and her and Reichert kind of had a one-on-one battle. And
it was good defense by Reichert and great offense from Dirksen, going right at her. She wasn't going to back down.
Open 3 for Litton. Back iron, no good. Grace Pringer with a long rebound on the Litton miss. There still remains a 30-28 Versailles lead as we approach the 4.5-minute mark of the final quarter. Klovenstein touches it. Now over to Biederman.
See if she slips this screen here.
And there's a foul against Jackson Center. Number 4, Grace Pringer pushing over Litton. I didn't see it, but Pringer picks up her third.
It was away from the ball over there, and I think Pringer was just trying to get through. She had made that pass and was trying to get through the lane there, and Litton just kind of stepped in front of her and was kind of not letting her get through real easy, and she just forearm shoved her.
As we watch Litton there, and I like how she stands like that. facing the enemy. You never know when they're going to come up. So many girls will stand on the elbow with their back to the back.
Yep.
Square up, see what's going on. You never know when someone is going to hustle up the court and try to get a cheap one on the inbounds pass. So they will go to work now here. Still a 2-point lead. Not a lot of offense here in the first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter. A basket by Jackson Center and a free throw for Versailles. And Coach White will take a 30-second timeout.
Part of that issue is, Jeff, is the 3 turnovers by both teams there today. You know, that's given part of the issues. Let's go back to our sponsors here today, Jeff, for this Saturday afternoon game. We want to thank Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Allen Ball Insurance, and NKTelco. Thank you for your support of NKTelco sports and high school athletics throughout the area.
Well said, and ditto those comments as we get ready for the final half of this fourth quarter. Both teams looking to obviously secure the win, but there's been not much separation. I think 7 was the biggest lead, and if I remember, that was back in the second quarter, like 18-11 possibly. Other than that, it's been about a 3-point game. It's been tied a couple times, but Jackson Center has not led in the contest that we're aware of, or at least not lately. Well, you said it was a 5-0 start for Versailles, right?
5-0 start for Versailles, yeah.
Man-to-man defense for Jackson Center. Wagner will shovel it off to Litton.
They're going to go in that baseline cut.
Knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Versailles. They will reload and get an offensive set here underneath their own basket. Lexi Megato, the lone senior on the court today for either team with the basketball. Litton open for 3, drives in, kisses off the back rim. Wagner with a rebound, and there is a held ball. Should be a jump ball, and it will be Jackson Center. So rebound there for the Jackson Center Tigers, and 3:29 to play. Presley Reese, 5'8", sophomore point guard. Working against, again, maybe looks like a Versailles zone defense, a 2-3 zone defense.
Now it looks like they switched and went 3-2 on this, aren't they?
2-3.
No, 2-3. There
yeah.
she is dropping back.
Yeah, Leach kind of backs back down. She'd come up to defend Reichert, respecting her ability to shoot from that range. Kendall Reese bounces to Kluffenstein.
Ooh.
Good ball movement. Nice rhythm. The shot will not go down, a 3-pointer by Reese, but good rhythm, good ball movement.
Quick ball movement around the top. Got reset shot over there on the other side.
A good shot. Just well taken. Just could not get it to find the bottom of the net. Magato.
She wanted Wagner to roll to the bottom. Litton, that's a big 3 right there. Came off that screen at the top of the key, and Litton knocks down a 3.
Her first points of the half. That now gives her 11 in the game, and a big throw there, or a big shot, I should say, and she's very confident, not afraid to shoot it. Went up with a lot of confidence and hit the shot. 5-point lead. Reese won't get it. Biederman will get it.
Great rebound.
Boy, a big opportunity, I should say, for Biederman. Right place, right time, and not only the offensive rebound, but the basket and the foul against.
I thought when Reese came in the lane right before she took the shot, I thought she had the little dump off to Biederman and missed her. It almost is going. It could possibly be advantageous that she ended up taking a shot. Biederman stayed with it, got the rebound, and now she's going to get a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play.
15 points on the afternoon for Biederman. 4th foul against Cassie Leach. 3-point play matches Litton's 3-pointer on the other end. Just different style of how they got there, but it's back to a 2-point game with just over 2 minutes to play.
Biederman was 16 on the day here today.
Oh, 16. I think I said 15. Sorry. It is 16 in the game.
Now.
Swartz, no good. Tipped around. Kluffenstein had it and brought it down, or ended up too low, and gave Swartz, I think it was, a chance to tie her up. Possession will flip it over and give that offensive rebound to Versailles with 1:52 to play.
Versailles going to run out of this flat set here. We'll see Wagner's going to lift.
Not for sure if Reichert got her or was it just off balance on the land. But nonetheless, Versailles maintains the basketball as Wagner kind of almost went to the floor.
Down 2 right now. Jackson's only got 4 fouls. They've picked up the intensity defensive-wise a little bit here. They can afford to foul and be aggressive, but yet they're still down 2. They need to get a possession here.
I don't think Versailles will hold it in the final, but you think, what if you need to put Versailles on the line? You wonder if you should start picking up some of those, fouls now.
At least being aggressive. Yeah. If the refs are going to let you go a little bit, you might get a cheap one, and this is probably Versailles' best ball handler is a young freshman, Katie Litton.
Yeah, you might as well go after it. If you get it, then you kind of, put an arm out to kind of foul, but try to knock the ball away.
Just like that situation there that we're talking about. McKinley reached in. Yeah. He's like, hey, I'm going to try to get this. It's kind of out there. If I get a foul called, nothing, no harm, no foul, really.
And it's just her second foul, so she's a good one to have it done. Like I said, if you happen to get lucky in that effort, knock it away, they don't call a foul, go get it. That's a 5th team foul. And I have Reichert down for 2.
Down 2 here with a minute to go. We'll see if Jackson Center comes out of their comfort zone and see if they do any little run and trap here. Oh, they're going to catch her for a double dribble there.
She kind of lost the rhythm or the handle. Right idea. I think the stagger stutter step got the ball a little bit too high. And I'll tell you what, it was still pretty sweet. If she could have kept her hand on top, she's going in for a score.
She's used that to her advantage numerous times today. She's got 11 points, the young freshman, leading Versailles in scoring. And that time it just came up a little bit high. And Coach Brown wants a timeout with 50 seconds left here. Well, let's go to a full timeout, a precision strip timeout. Here with 50 seconds left, Jackson Center down 31-33 to the Versailles Tigers.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Welcome back to Jackson Center with 50 seconds remaining. Tigers again down by 2. Jackson Center down by 2. Reese with the basketball gets a screen from Kluffenstein, goes to the basket, lost the handle. Good defense by by Versailles, straight up. And there's a foul.
Ooh, wow.
No, jump ball he called.
Ball.
Okay. Oh, wait. We're going to have a different opinion maybe. Oh, boy, the fist is going in there. Jump ball.
No, we called timeout.
Oh, timeout. Full timeout. So full timeout will be called with 33 seconds to play. So I guess it'll still be Versailles basketball. Okay, so reset here, 33-31 in favor of Versailles. Jackson Center, we talked about earlier, just 5 team fouls, so you can be aggressive. If you foul again, it's still out of bounds, and if you eventually want them to get on the line if you can't get a steal. So do they go pretty quick? Do you get a steal? If you don't get it and foul, then the ball back out of bounds, and then you can foul them again? I'd almost foul immediately to try to get the free throws attempted.
Yeah, I think you're trying to get the steal on the inbounds, and if you don't, you got to foul right off the bat. And then after that, then you can be a little particular. We're looking down through here. The question we talked about during that timeout is, who do you foul? Versailles comes in shooting 68% from the free throw line. Nice free throw shooting team. And then you look at probably who's going to have the ball in their hands. Well, you got Katie Linton, the point guard, 76% on the year. Wagner, 71%. You're at Jenna Dirkston. She's going to be out there, 62%.
Swartz is out there as well. She's 61%. Number 33. We'll see once here, and you may not have a choice sometimes, too. You just got to. But first things first for Jackson Center, try to get the steal. I mean, keep that as your logic. Here they can.
Brought 3 people and didn't get her. Now you got to go get it.
And that'll be the third on Reichert.
And you look at that call right there. That was called by the ref behind the offensive player.
So you wonder how he saw it?
Like, she grabbed a lot of basketball there. Almost an anticipation call. They've got 4
Oh, they're going to foul. So they foul Litton, so they'll send a pretty good free throw shooter to the other end of the court. Grace Pranger picks up her 4th foul.
Litton 4 for 4 today so far from the free throw line.
Those were way back in the first quarter. So some big free throws here for the freshman we've talked about quite a bit today. She's done a lot of nice things and has helped her team right now to a 2-point lead. Make it a 3-point lead. Her 4th point of the quarter, her 12th of the game.
That one was pretty pure, Jeff. That didn't hit much. That didn't hit our landing rim at all. That was right down the middle. Jackson Center probably unfazed a little bit by this. They've played some tight games and just came from a tight one on Thursday. So they don't seem too rattled about this yet.
That one off the iron. Chance for the Tigers. Don't necessarily need a 3 right away, and Coach Brown will take a timeout with 24 seconds to play. It will be a full timeout. We'll take one with them and be back with 24 seconds to play in the ball game on NKTelco Sports.
We are here and here and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Jeff Henson and Jeremy Plyman with me today. An interesting basketball game Saturday afternoon here at the Jackson Center between Versailles and Jackson Center.
Versailles is going to pick them up here a little bit full court. It's more than a token press, but they're trying to just waste a little bit of time here.
Exactly. Reichert muscles through and can't get it. Boy, that would have been huge, and shows you the strength there. She was fouled and aggressively fouled. Still was able, with her offhand, her left hand, almost enough to get over the front edge of the rim, which would have been a big 3-point opportunity. 4th foul against, misses the free throw. Big miss for her. She's been 3 for 3 today, now 3 for 4. That foul goes against number 30, Heidi Stamm, and you wonder if they did that defense-offense, because Versailles put some players in. Their sole job was to probably foul, but maybe not in the shooting rhythm. But because they come out, so they save some players in case it does go to overtime. 1 of 2 for Reichert. 8 points for her. 2-point game. 17 seconds left. Oh, turnover. Nearly. Timeout will be called by Versailles. Jackson Center almost gets a turnover. So it'll be timeout Jackson Center with 11 seconds left. 11.6. 32-34.
Jackson Center got kind of what they wanted there. Versailles inbounded the basketball to Litton kind of in the corner. They had her trapped. The pass came to Reichert. And Peterman's yelling that she yelled for timeout down there, and then it got to a scrum, and then the ball got turned over, and Versailles called the timeout.
I think everybody was yelling timeout.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought when Litton had it, I heard Coach Brown or Coach White yelling timeout as well, and they almost got the steal. I missed who knocked it away from, let's say, Reichert. She went to get it. Someone got a hand in there that didn't allow her to get it, and long story short, It'll be Versailles basketball with 11 seconds to play, a 2-point lead, and taken out of bounds will be Jenna Dirksen.
Now one of the differences is here, you're frozen on the baseline. You can't run it anymore.
And
they're in a box set. This is interesting.
They'll try to find, they get it right into Swartz. She's the one you wanted to get. And Reese will come over and push number 15, Leach.
Leach has not attempted a shot on the day yet so far. Shooting 91% from the 92% from the free throw line, 11 for 12 on the year. Versailles, you can see why they win some tight ones here, Jeff. They're good at the free throw line.
Yeah, that's and see what's here. The percentage means nothing right now other than what they've done in the past. This is the present. Free throws here for Leach. It'll be a 1+1. No good. Reichert with the rebound. A timeout. She'll take one with 5 seconds to go. Just under 6, so 5.9 remaining. We'll keep it right here and kind of make sure we don't miss anything here. It'll be on the edge line, on the sideline over there. So they'll have 3/4 of the court to go. They're down by 2. Plenty of time to get a shot off. Don't need a 3, obviously, but
wonder what Coach Brown's thinking right here. You probably got to believe that she's going to try to get the ball to Reichert right off the bat and then let her make a decision with Biederman on that side with her is what you got to believe.
Definitely keep Biederman on the left side of the court so she can get, if nothing else, a desperation shot off on that side with the left hand and Reese on the right side. But I think Reichert definitely has to get it because she's strong enough to go to the basket and force the referees to make the call.
Make the call.
And if you don't make the call, strong enough to maybe kiss it off the glass. But,
it would be interesting to see what they're going to do here. Like we said, you'd like to, in a perfect world, you want to get it with Reichert going to her basket, in a little bit of a rush, and if you can get Biederman on her side and with maybe Reichert getting the defender on her hip a little bit, now Biederman's defender has to make a decision. Am I going to come to Reichert? And if so, you're giving a little kickoff to Biederman here. Or are they going to go, watch this, I bet they go right back to Biederman.
Versailles has one timeout. This is what they wanted, Versailles. Get the ball going backwards, down to 2-1. Foul, now it was on a drive. He put 2 fingers up. So 1.4 seconds.
2 shots.
And the foul goes against number 12 for Versailles, Lexi Megato. Presley Reese, 1 for 4 from the line today. Hopefully she has a short memory. Boy, that was calm. And I like that little splash at the end.
Calm,
Versailles,
cool, collected.
Versailles will take their last timeout with 1.4 left. So again, we'll give you we'll keep it right here. Since
Jackson Center, you're thinking, well, we were just here on Thursday.
Yes.
McKinley Reichert on the line
with 0.6
seconds to go.
0.6. No one on the court because they were all standing over because there was a technical. Made both free throws to give them the lead and then inbound the ball and game's over.
So here we are with today. Presley Reese on the line, 1.4, 2 shots.
You make the first one.
Now you got a second one. And, like we said, you can look at what Jackson's done all year. They've been in a lot of close battles. These young kids, they don't look too rattled over here. They're just kind of going about their business. And, that props to those young ladies and to Coach Brown for not being too overly excited.
Yep.
Yeah, the emotions are very steady. Now, if she misses this, watch Reichert and Kloppenstein just go at a rebound here, I would imagine.
Hard. Oh, got a foul. They're going to wave it off. No foul at the buzzer, so a tough break for Jackson Center. They lose a heartbreaker. Congratulations to Versailles. Today's winner, 34-33. Great ball game here from Jackson Center and an entertaining matchup. We're going to take a short break. We'll come right back here and wrap up our final game stats here on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back to Jackson Center. Good ball game today where the Tigers of Versailles defeat the Tigers of Jackson Center 34-33. I'd like to remind everyone as Jeremy compiles our stats, our sponsors that help bring this to you today, they include Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wegner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Allen Ball Insurance, and NKTelco. I'd like to thank those sponsors allowing us to bring you this action. And if you want to watch it again, you're catching it right now. These games will be replayed on Channel 3 and Channel 503 on Wednesday, January 8th at 9 o'clock at night, and on Sunday, January 22nd at 3 p.m. if you would like to watch it again on those channels, or eventually it'll be loaded up to YouTube and Facebook, and you can watch it on demand. So as we compile our stats here, I'll go through the score by quarters, and went like this. Versailles led wire to wire. They led 12-9, got the first bucket of the game, and led 12-9 at the end of the first quarter, 20-18 at halftime. Led 29-26 at the end of the third quarter, and prevail with a 34-33 victory to end the game here at Jackson Center. Leading scorers in the ball game for Versailles, Jenna Dirksen with 8, Lexi Megato with 4, Grace Osborne with 4, Katie Litton 12 points, Taylor Wegner 6, their total of 34. For Jackson Center, Grace Prenger with 1 point, Presley Reese with 2, McKinley Reichert 8 points, Addie Biederman 16 points, Kendall Reese 2, Macy Kleffenstein 4, their total of 33. I think Jeremy's about done. I gave the individual stats. Scoring-wise, Jeremy, tell us how the team percentages went.
For the Versailles Tigers, the victorious Versailles Tigers today, they were 13 for 30 from the field, 2 for 7 from 3, and the big one in the third quarter was Katie Litton to put them up 5 there with about 2.5 minutes to go. They were 6 of 11 from the free throw line and had 14 turnovers on the game, which allowed Jackson Center to stay involved in this game for a long time, and had 13 rebounds. The Versailles for the Jackson Center Tigers, on the other hand, out-rebounded the Versailles 19, only had 8 turnovers. Versailles was 11 for 33 from the field, 1 for 8 from 3, and 9 for 16 from the free throw line.
Pretty even stats. I mean, everyone kind of can pinpoint now or second guess some of the numbers, but competitive, close game, good battle throughout. I again hand it to the Versailles Tigers for maintaining the lead throughout and withstood some turnovers on their point, and he got a big three-point shot made, as you mentioned, by Katie Litton. That was in the fourth quarter, a big three-pointer there by her, and the Tigers come back and have an opportunity. That's kind of all you can ask for, is an opportunity to win or compete, and they competed. They had a chance to win it. It didn't work out. You know, you tip your hat to the Tigers of Versailles, and you say, good job. See you next year.
Yeah, exactly. And I think there was some, like you said, Jeff, there was some moments in time there, especially in the middle of the third quarter or in the middle of the fourth quarter, that Versailles got to 5, got out there to that lead, and it kind of felt like it was a little bit teetering one way. Jackson Center fought their way back in, and then in the last 30 seconds there, had the turnover, the trap in the corner, got a little dicey down there on some questionable, what was happening. They had multiple chances that sometimes the ball just didn't bounce their way a little bit. And
definitely played hard, and that's all you can ask for. It's a game. You're going to have a winner, you're going to have a loser.
Yeah. I mean, on Thursday, the ball bounced your way, and you got one out of that situation.
Yeah, the ball didn't necessarily bounce. I mean, that was an odd ending, but, you win some, you lose some, and all you can ask for, at least from our perspective, is, hey, be thankful you can compete.
Yep.
You're out here playing a game that's supposed to be fun.
And like you said, both teams are young. These are learning lessons, and they're going to go up and down. There's going to be moments where, especially when you're playing that many freshmen and sophomores, from game to game and even quarter to quarter can look good, and then they're going to make some questionable decisions on the other side. And that's just being young and need to play.
And for the most part, I'd say they did more positive things than they did negative.
So, there's a lot of positive in these two teams here for the future, for sure. And I'm not talking deep future. I'm talking yet this year.
Yeah, good situation to be in for these two teams, as the win for Versailles puts your record now at 6-7, right?
6-7, yes.
Okay, and the loss breaks a winning streak for the Tigers. They drop to 8-6. So
that's 6 out of the last 9 for the Versailles Tigers there. So that's Coach White has to be real happy about how that's going.
For Coach Brown, her team will look to bounce back some as they move forward. Again, 8-6 now is their mark. And before we wrap things up here from Jackson Center, we would love to pick a player of the game for Jackson Center, sponsored by NKTelco Sports. And I think you and I both voted independently, and we both have marks next to the same name. And that award's going to go to
Addie Biederman, the sophomore forward for Jackson Center, had 16 points on the game, multiple rebounds, played the entire game. I don't think her and Reichert ever come off the floor. Great contribution from her today. Had the 3, got them going, especially in the first half, and then came back around in the fourth quarter and was really a key contributor offensively and defensively.
She scored 4 points in the first quarter, 5 in the second, 2 in the third, and 5 in the fourth. And again, I know early on she had a couple assists to open up the game. I had marked them down here. So well-deserved. Unfortunately, it's in a losing effort, but Addie Biederman, our NKTelco player of the game. That will wrap it up here from Jackson Center. For my partner, Jeremy Plyman, I'm Jeff Henchen. We hope that you enjoyed this telecast on NKTelco Sports. Your final score, Versailles 34, Jackson Center 33. Thanks for watching.